Happy Good Friday, everybody. Hope everybody has a great Easter this weekend. I'm here at Calvary Chapel, Lone Mountain with Pastor Jimmy Morales. Air handshake, Pastor Jimmy. Anyone that knows me knows that I am a strong defender of the Constitution, but I have some problems with the emergency order that Governor Sisolak just issued, restricting places of worship from gathering and practicing their faith. Let me read you what his order says. Places of worship shall not hold in person worship services where 10 or more persons may gather, including, without limitation, drive-ins and pop-up services for the remainder of the declaration of this emergency. I want to read you something else that actually trumps that, in my opinion. It's the First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of a religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people to peacefully assemble and to petition the government a redress of their grievances. That's the First Amendment, folks, and I think this violates the First Amendment. There's also another part, the 14th Amendment, that also says that this applies to state and local governments. So I think that this emergency order should be repealed. I'm asking Governor Sisolak to do that. I'm here with Pastor Jimmy Morales. I want him to tell us about what he's done in the past preparing for this emergency and actually abiding by the President Trump's orders to practice safe social distancing and things like that. So Pastor Jimmy, can you tell us what you've been doing so far?
Thanks, Jim. Hi, guys. Listen, the churches in Las Vegas, most of them have been way ahead of the state on this whole coronavirus thing. Before anybody was saying anything about social distancing and shutting down, our ushers were already wiping down all the door handles before all the services, and they put trash cans outside the bathroom so people could use paper towels when they handled the door handles. The children's ministry was wiping down all the toys after the services. The ushers were putting hand sanitizer everywhere, and they were respecting social distancing before social distancing was even a thing. They were just saying, hey, we don't want anybody to get sick. The second President Trump asked the churches to shut down, we did. And all the churches did. Not only did they shut down churches, but they shut down their offices and they started working from home. And some of them weren't even ready to do it. We had been preparing for weeks to do it, so we were ready. But some of the churches weren't even ready, but they still honored that wish for two reasons. One, because we love the people that we minister to and don't want to see them get sick. Exactly. And two, because the scriptures command us to honor those in authority. And as long as they're not asking us to disobey our God, then we respect our authority. And so we were gladly working with them just fine. So for Governor Sisolak to come in and do what he did, I mean, we stopped meeting 3 weeks ago, and we didn't need to be told that now it's illegal to meet. In fact, the way he did it was so offensive that he lumped us in with the shutting down of golf courses and the shutting down of basketball games as if they're all equal. Church, golf, basketball, they're all the same. He just kind of broad brushed us away and thought that that was something that was acceptable to do. And, you know, the courts in an emergency situation will uphold such decisions. We understand what he's trying to do, and the courts would understand what he's trying to do, but it has to be applied evenly.
Exactly.
Churches are essential services. Exactly. In fact, I believe we're one of the most essential services in this country because we're the backbone of this nation. This nation was built on the church. And so for him to say, well, now you're not going to gather in groups of 10 or more, you better apply that to all essential services or it doesn't stand up in court. And I work with the police department. I respect the police highly. They meet 3 times a day for briefing, and their officers are there in briefing and debrief 30, 40 strong at every shift, 3 times a day. And I'm not saying they shouldn't do that. They need to do that because that's what they do, and they need to do it effectively. But don't tell me that now I can't gather with my key people to video record services if I need 10 or more people.
That's right.
Because now it's illegal. and you're shutting that down. That's a violation of my constitutional rights, and that's unacceptable.
Yep. So can you imagine, because of this emergency order, that you can now be put in jail, or, anybody that's here can be put in jail or fined? And I think that is just a flagrant violation of our Constitution. And I think everybody that's viewing needs to let Governor Sisolak know that they feel the same way, and let's get him to rescind this dreadful emergency order. So thank you all for joining us, and we appreciate it, and let your voices be heard. I'm Jim Marchand. I'm running for Congress in Nevada's District 4, and have a great day and a happy Easter.
Happy Easter.